So, yeah. I made one video already, but I held my phone the wrong way, the skinny version, and I forgot the rule of when you make a video, make it like you watch TV. So I'm kind of having to do this again. But it's good because I got a good practice. Sorry if the phone shakes a little bit. I'm lazy, so I'm resting it like on my arm ish. Anyways. So, I don't know what spurred it, but when I got home today, I thought, I want to make a video. There's no logic behind that at all. It was just, I want to make a video. I had some thoughts in my head, and instead of writing them out, I just wanted to put it on a video. So I actually created a um, intentional Google Plus page for filing the papers, and in turn made a YouTube channel for filing the papers, which is where you're seeing this. So I guess I'm supposed to tell you click subscribe. Yeah, click subscribe if you want to. Um, so I made the channel, and then I was like, well, what do I want to talk about? And I guess what I wanted to talk about was exactly what went on today. Today's kind of a cool day because it's 3:30 and I'm already home, which is a miracle in itself. Because it takes an hour to get home from work, which means if it takes an hour to get home from work and school usually gets out at 3 and I'm home at 3:30, that means yes, it is the last day of school and summer's here and summer vacation's here, and it's all kind of a amazing little concept in my head of going, hey, summer vacation for education. I never had that before, so that's kind of cool. So I'm kind of adapting, and I'm making in my head, okay, I need this, but oh, I can sleep in too. So part of what brought this up was I caught myself driving home today. I was thinking back to some darker times. I was thinking back to when I left the social media job I had. I guess I could rephrase this: when I got fired from the social media position that I had, and it just rubbed me the wrong way a little bit. I was like, oh man, that grinds me a little bit. And then I stopped and said, wait. First of all, why are you dwelling on what once was? And second of all, why are you not grateful for what you have right now? It was, I don't know what caused it, but that was a spur decision in my head. It was like, no, no more of this. Oh man, remember that time when life was. Stop. Part of my issues and the struggles I have in my life is I either want to dive back into the past and look at what the struggles were, or I want to dream about the future of what could be. And while I don't think necessarily both those are wrong, they are wrong if we forget to focus on what we have right now. The people who dream about what can be, can be, they get lost. They forget that they have a life that they're in right now. If they spend so much time in the future, they're going to miss their reality. And my reality is a blessing right now. It's incredible. My wife got promoted at Starbucks. She's a store manager. That's amazing. I was able to sign a contract to teach for next year. That's amazing. Not only that, I got to sign a contract to the school that I wanted to teach at. 3 months after being told, I don't know if there's going to be a position to open up for your certification area. I mean, that is amazing. I'm a cross country coach now. That's not just amazing, that's entertaining and slightly humorous. But those are big things. Those are big items to where you sit back and you just have to marvel. And you just have to say, hey, I think God's kind of got this one in the bag. Why am I focusing on negativity? It's almost as if we're convinced that we need to focus on things that bring pain, and we're almost scared to embrace pleasure and happiness and grace. And it's almost as if we're scared and ashamed to accept blessings. It's kind of weird. It's like I think of how many Christians I know that, including myself in some instances, that live this life of I have to be in some sort of pain at all times. Because if I'm not in pain, then I'm obviously not being a good Christian. I don't know where that thought process comes from, but I'll be the first to confess that I've had to deal with it for parts of my life. And part of what I'm trying to grasp now is it's not just about the pain. It's not just about the storm. It's what comes after the storm. It's about the clouds roll away and that there's grace and there's forgiveness and there's hope. And intertwined in that is blessing. I mean, yeah, the Bible has a lot of good warning signs of, hey, it's not going to be easy. But dang it, it also makes it very clear of God's not afraid to show some blessings. God's not afraid to fill your cup to the point to where it overflows. And it would be a shame if me, a person who's lived a lowly life, ignored the fact that God is blessing me at this moment. It would be a shame if I did that. I think it would be a sin for all I know. And so when I was thinking about, oh yeah, this video and everything, I think that's the part that I want to convey was live now. It almost sounds secular to say such things. It almost sounds contradicting of what we're taught in church about prepare, 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 prepare. Whew. Say that a couple times fast. It's actually kind of hard. When at the same time, I mean, I understand the idea of preparing from the Exodus all the way to present day. You know, Jesus even makes mention, hey, be on guard, be on guard. But that doesn't mean we can't ignore what's going on right here, right now in life. And I think a lot of us struggle with it. And I think today, driving home, it was kind of my snap judgment of coming back into reality of saying, hey, real life isn't that bad. It's not too shabby. I think I have a cat that's getting ready to come visit me. Yep. And we're going to get him down at least. All right, lay down. There you go. Cat. Yep. He's very happy to see you. Yes. Are you good? Good. All right. Even though school's out, my ADD is just fine. But I think really that was the whole context of it, was being able to talk about or talk it out, maybe verbally talk out the concept of make sure that we're focused also on what's going on in the life around us every day and giving praise for that, because it's really not always bad. It's not always turbulent. It's not always troublesome. And that's not because we're not doing the right thing. It's not saying that we are Christians that are lazy. It's just that in some cases, usually when we go through the right doors, God takes care of us and he guides us and he says, hey, good job. You figured that one out. Now let me take care of you for the next one. It's I think I had a really cool moment earlier this week. Yesterday, I was officially interviewed for the cross-country coaching position at our school. And I'm an assistant. I'm definitely not the head, because that would be that would mean responsibility, and not so much yet. But I was asked, why do you run? Which, if you're doing cross country, you probably have to ask yourself that question several times. And it just came out. I mean, I quoted, I gave a quote from the movie Chariots of Fire, which, by the way, I've never watched. I just remember this from class once. And I said, I run because when I run, I feel God's pleasure, which was the whole premise behind it, of saying when I run because it's my worship. It's what I do. It draws me closer to God. And it just blurted out. I'm sitting back going, oh, dang it. You don't say things like that in school, which sounds really, really trivial. But as a teacher, I can tell you that kind of stuff crosses your mind a lot. But I told it to another teacher, and through the interview process. And a couple minutes later, the individual is talking about character and wanting to establish better character in our student athletes as they prepare for high school. Because remember, these kids, for a lot of them, this is the first team sport they're ever going to be introduced to, coming into 7th grade cross country. And I said, yeah, I see why character is important, and that's something that we want to push. It's on the agenda. And they came around and they said, you know, paraphrasing, of course, said, with your Christian background, you know, character is something that should and could be easily implemented by you. And I'm sitting back going, whoa, whoa, daring, brave words, props on that. But at the same time, it was a moment in my head where God's standing by the door that he just put a foot through, saying, do I need to show you anything else? Or do you see that this door has been opened yet? And it was just a really cool moment. So, all in all, I was just, I see those moments right here, right now, in the present. And it makes me excited for the future. And it makes me grateful for what I've experienced in the past, for the most part. But, man, it's okay to live right now. It's okay not always thinking about tomorrow or not always dwelling on yesterday. It's okay to be right now, right here, because God can show you that it's pretty cool in the moment. I mean, it's all right. Life's okay. It's not perfect. It's never going to be perfect. There's always going to be problems. But man, wouldn't it be weird if we just kind of stopped focusing so much on the problems and we focused on what's going right? We have electricity. We have air conditioning. We have food in the fridge. I wake up and my wife is still here. For a lot of you, that doesn't mean a whole lot. That's fine. But I can strongly attest to you that every morning when I wake up and my wife is still asleep is one of the greatest joys of my entire life. Just to know she's still here. She still loves me. She's still with me. She still is connected to me. That brings so much joy to me that it's one of the few things that I swore to myself I would never ever take for granted. So, but that's right here. That's in the now. It's not in the future thinking one day I'm going to wake up and she's going to be beautiful. She's right there, peaceful, sleeping, happy, safe, protected. I'm doing my job as a husband, and that's cool because I can go through the day and think, I got this. This is all right. So there's just some food for thought, I guess. And in case you're wondering about this thing on a completely different subject, there's no rhyme or reason. I just wanted to grow it out to see how big it could get over the summer. So we'll see as time progresses how much bigger it gets. I think MC's already told me to shave it once, but nah. Now it is kind of picked out a little bit to make it fluffy because I told the kids at school that I would do it for them on the last day. So yeah, got the comb here, just kind of pick it out a little bit. It's nice and bushy. And what's fascinating, as the cat goes for the comb, what's fascinating about the darn thing, here, I'm going to brush your tail there, is my hair on my head. That's nice and flat and straight, no problem. Hair on my face right here, it is so curly and thick. It is honestly like a steel wool dish rag. It is amazing, which means in the winter when it's cold outside, I don't feel a thing on my face. But that's for another day. If you've made it this far into the video and you realize, man, he's still going, just know I ad-libbed the whole thing. There's no script to this one. I just went for it. But thanks for watching, I guess. And go ahead and subscribe, I guess, to the YouTube channel, because I think I'll put some more up, because it'll be kind of fun doing so. Maybe one of them will be about our cat tripping out on catnip that we have, because that'd be kind of fun. So, anyways, have a great weekend. Thanks for listening, and all the other stuff. So, peace out.